Hi guys, my name is JD Genius, aka JE, and today I'm going to be talking about why college isn't for everyone.
Take me back in the day, I'm not a kid anymore. Take me back in the day, man, at least I was sure that somebody would love me. Yeah, somebody would hug me, even when I was bummed.
Why college isn't for everyone. So, first off, when you get out of high school, you have no idea what you want to do with your life. Like most people in general. But this is something you have to take time and actually, focus on what your passions are. Um, you're just thrust into college and you just take a bunch of courses. You have no idea what you're getting into. The reason why this is bad because most areas of college that you get into, unless you get into like a career oriented, major, you're just really wasting time and wasting valuable money. You can learn half of the stuff that you learn your first 2 years in college on the internet. And I'm sure many of you don't know that. So that's one of the reasons why college isn't for everyone. The second reason is you get into a bunch of debt. Um, and debt is one of the tools that, will keep you down in life in general. Not just for, college debt or, Americans have the propensity to just go out and buy things they can't afford, and that's one of the consequences of living in a society where you can get anything at the snap of your fingers. Three, I've graduated from college, and let me tell you, I've been searching for the last coming up on 3 years now just to get into my field. I graduated with a degree in finance, and it's been hard to find a job here. I live in Georgia, in the metro Atlanta area, and a lot of companies they'll hire you, but they'll hire you as a temp. Now, you can make good money as a temp, especially in my field. You can make maybe $25 an hour, but that's definitely not what you were looking forward to when you were coming out of college. You're looking for at least a permanent job, even if it was this entry level position. You're looking for something that you could depend on and that you would be able to support yourself on. And I started when I started out, I was making maybe about 16 dollars an hour. I mean, it's not bad, especially if you're living at home for your first 2 years or so. But you want to be able to come out of college and hit the ground running, and that's not always the case when you have a college degree, unfortunately, nowadays. So one of the things that we can do to combat this, or to make sure that you have residual income, which I think is very important, is doing things like YouTube. I make music, but I know it's going to take a while for me to get that up and running and off the ground. So I'm starting YouTube. I'm reading on other things that I can do to uh, supplement my income, like drop shipping and just getting involved in different things, as well as selling my services online, whether it be writing, video editing, or anything along those lines. I'm just trying to create multiple streams of income. And I think that the youth isn't really being taught that nowadays. They're being taught that you go to college, you get a good education, and your education will feed you for the rest of your life. That's not the case. You always have to be evolving. You always have to be growing and just getting multiple streams of income. That's the one takeaway I've learned the past 3 years, especially being on pins and needles at some of these jobs in corporate America. I mean, you do one thing wrong and they're ready to fire you. I mean, my last job, without naming any names, but it was just hell, man. Just going in there knowing that you had what you had to deal with just to make a decent living. And I wouldn't want anyone to go through that. That's why I'm making this video. And, expect, more videos along this line. I'll also be coming out with a podcast. But the main thing I want you guys to take away is just really to think about all your what you like to do and what can you see yourself doing that will bring you in multiple streams of income. you're not always gonna love what you're gonna do, just what you're doing to bring those multiple streams of income, but just realize you're doing it to set yourself up in the long haul. So that way, when you're 40 years old, you won't have to go up to a job that you hate and punch the clock and just deal with a lot of BS. So I hope you guys found this video informative, and just be on the lookout for more videos from me. Again, my name is JD Genius. Thank you and peace.